tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Chubb. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, and that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short at the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And going up tempo.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The offense in hurry-up mode. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Might as well run him again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. Looking for room at the 30. Turning it on. Runs it in the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple of play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You gotta like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Texas A&M going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground, that is a baller.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sends it back in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Changing the routes with his receivers. The run inside. It's Frazier. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up a shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Still going. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play. Get 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Warren. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Chubb. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many.
He's loose on the left. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On play action. Finds up at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his target. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the top. All the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Deep in the end zone, it's Warren. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Just barely got rid of it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to pass, it's Chubb. Quickly complete. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Look out! Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
Look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Sets his feet. It's Chubb. Still looking to his right. Out wide left, it's Hayes. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Breaks into the open. And he stopped, brought down at the 18, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Hit as he throws. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Down in the end zone, the big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Second down to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. That last possession possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are small. That's what happens down there at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Chop. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give, running right, it's Frazier. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Pulls it. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the 1st. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Looking to throw, it's Chubb. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Hayes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up the field. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got the tight end outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 15 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's USC with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
From deep, it's Warren. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll ride him again. Got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front on the attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Chubb. The quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Aggies have their offense in high gear. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game, and they needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm, and so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Drops back on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
First play of this drive. Fires left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. You've heard the term, he throws a catchable ball. That one did not meet that definition.
That would be more of a wearable ball, wouldn't it? That one just, if it hits you, you're going to wear it. It had so much steam on it. But, yeah, knowing the difference of when to take something off of it and use a little bit of that touch that you work on every day as quarterbacks.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Looking for a man. It's Chubb. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, it's Edwards. He'll be dropped.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Blasted as he lets it go. Just got rid of that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here's a gift to Frazier.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for the edge. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Chubb. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. My running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Touchdown, Dogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it and taking it all the way to the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. They just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Play action on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. The fake wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Frazier again. Got enough for the 1st down. Might have a chance. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Under pressure. Working that left side now. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Texas A&M going quickly. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Lost to throw again. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long. Who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been? They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
There's no mystery never been able to.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half, and starting off this...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total. Looking for the two-point try. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back is not playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Give to the single back. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Hayes. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They want that clock to run. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Arrington. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll get this drive going from the 17.
Sweep. Play. Ready, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? Give the offense credit. You're not just going to play the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
Ready, go.
Needs it here on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Bust through behind his pad. The 50, the 40, the 30. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Oh, there's the ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA